Welcome viewers. Federal prosecutors considered charging Donald Trump on his way out of office over hush money payments to adult film actress Stormy Daniels, according to a new book. In this video we will break it all down for you. But before we continue, please take a minute of your precious time to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell to get the latest update from us. Prosecutors in the Southern District of New York found substantial evidence against Trump during their investigation, which resulted in charges against his former attorney Michael Cohen in 2018, but did not consider charging him at that time due to Justice Department guidance that a sitting president cannot be indicted, but that changed by January 2021, according to a new book from CNN senior legal analyst Elie Honig. The draft Cohen indictment was a full accounting, running over 50 pages in one iteration, essentially both a formal indictment of Cohen and a public excoriation of Trump, only without charges attached, Honig wrote in his forthcoming book Untouchable. The SDNY's draft indictment left no doubt. Trump wasn't merely a bystander or an unwitting beneficiary of the campaign finance crime. He was the driving force behind the scheme and likely criminally liable for it. However, nearly all those details about Trump's role were missing from the indictment by DOJ officials, who softened the description of the former president in that document from co-conspirator 1 to individual 1. In DOJ's view, the Trump-specific language was superfluous and threatened to harm the reputation of an unindicted party, Honig wrote. It would be unfair to Trump and potentially damaging more broadly to the country to effectively accuse the sitting president of a crime without affording him a formal mechanism to defend himself. Federal law enforcement officials changed their view after the January 6 insurrection, when acting U.S. Attorney Audrey Strauss held multiple discussions with a small group of prosecutors to discuss their evidence against the outgoing president, although they ultimately decided against an indictment, Honig wrote, because his post-election actions made the campaign finance violations seem somehow trivial and outdated by comparison. Her facts are knowingly wrong, her jittery presentation is horrendous, and, forgive me, her voice is grating and unendurable. Juan Williams was terrible, but better than her. I know the show is doing well, but no thanks to Jessica. I find her impossible to take in large doses and put out this review because it is important to expose fake news and fake people. The criticism arrived after Tarlov got into a heated disagreement with fellow The Five co-host Jeanine Pirro during a discussion about the appearance of classified materials at Trump's Florida resort and President Joe Biden's Delaware home. The attacks towards Tarlov, who offers a more liberal and opposing voice on the conservative news network, arrived after she criticized Trump during Thursday's edition of The Five for keeping classified materials at his Mar-a-Lago resort and inaccurately claimed the former president is personally responsible for 30% of the current national debt. The actual figure is around low to mid 20%, depending on how and when you measure the total debt. I understand that Hunter Biden is a big party animal, but it's not the same thing. President Trump is in a tuxedo all the time, entertaining tons of foreign nationals. Pirro then asked Tarlov if she had even been to Mar-a-Lago. Tarlov said she hasn't because she's not invited, to which Pirro replied, so then don't assume what you don't know. Pirro then told Tarlov don't point your finger as the host continued to argue her case. In a September 2022 interview with the Los Angeles Times, Tarlov said that the interruptions and arguments from her co-hosts on The Five are part of the program's appeal. The point of the show is that it mimics real life, Tarlov said. And when you're talking to people in your life, whether it's family or friends, especially people with different points of views, all aspects of your personality are heaped into it. I find it funny, she said. As long as I can ensure that I am not actually thrown off and don't get to finish my point, I like the back and forth. Yesterday Meta, which owns Facebook, Instagram and other platforms, announced that former President Donald Trump would be reinstated. That came a few weeks after Twitter reinstated Trump, though he has yet to tweet anything. Please, what is your take on this? And remember to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching.